Canada is at a crossroads. With synagogues being shot at throughout the GTA, we have a choice to make, a clear choice to make, about whether we are going to be a city, a province, and a country that buries our head in the sand and tolerates this kind of intimidation, this kind of terror in our communities, or whether we will unite to stand against it and push back for the Canada, the province of Ontario, and the city of Toronto that we all cherish and believe in. This gunfire didn't come from nowhere. Over the last 2 years, our Jewish community has been subject to increasing incidents of hate, intimidation, harassment, and violence. On October 7th, 2023, we saw the first small protest calling for violence targeting our community, glorifying terrorism here in the GTA.
I condemn this in the strongest possible terms. This is unacceptable. This is the third synagogue within the last week to be targeted. The forms of anti-Semitism we see that's turning into violence is not the Canadian way. We will not tolerate this, and this has to stop. Our law enforcement agencies will work in collaboration with all levels of government to ensure that. And as a federal government, we will be there with the community. This is not the Canadian way. As we look to build a country that is the freest in the world, it cannot be impacted by the level of hatred that we see today. Every Jewish Canadian has a right to live in this country free of discrimination, free of anti-Semitism, and in a way that they can actualize their fullest potential. When they attack a synagogue, they attack Canada. But for today, the message that I have for all Canadians and to the Jewish community is that we are united. We're united with the Jewish community, we're united with the provincial government, I know Minister Kerzner is here, as well as the City of Toronto, and we will stand with our law enforcement.
We are very intertwined and connected in our day-to-day operations, as a matter of course. And in these moments, we very much are engaged together and harmonized in our efforts, both as municipal services, but also provincially, nationally as required. I've personally spoken to the Commissioner of the RCMP. I know, of course, the Chief and I have spoken, and our teams are working hand in glove together, and they're going to follow the evidence wherever it takes us. There's obviously a time and space relationship that we have to examine, and that's what our investigators will be doing very, very actively, and they will go where the evidence takes them. And I can reassure Torontonians, and I'm confident we'll hear similar from York Region, there will be no stone left unturned. Every resource necessary will be brought to bear and made available to our teams doing this work.
Absolutely. At this point in time, no, there's no evidence to suggest definitively that these events are related or perpetrated by the same people. But again, as Chief Demkiw said, we can't ignore the fact that they happened so close to each other, and that both targets were in fact synagogues. So obviously, we are looking at that connection and hope to be able to determine whether they are or are not related as soon as possible.